Welcome to STEM Spots, a weekly science review produced in cooperation with the Missouri State University Department of Physics, Astronomy, and Material Science.
Hi, this is Dave Cornelison, and you are listening to STEM Spots. With me in the studio today is Rachel Anderson. She's the director of the E-Factory at Missouri State University. Thanks for stopping by, Rachel.
Thanks for having me.
So, Rachel, tell us a little bit about the timeline of the E-Factory and your role in it.
Yeah, so the E-Factory opened our doors in March of 2013. I joined the staff about 5 years ago, so I'll hit my 5-year mark this upcoming January, initially as an entrepreneurial specialist to help build out some of our programs. So when we first opened our doors, we actually had 5 client companies that were housed at the E-Factory. Today, we have over 45 companies that make up about 130 employees that come to work every single day. Have been fully occupied for about 2 years now, and I have been in my director role for about the past year.
Great. Now, sort of talk about the goals, and maybe they've changed a little bit about the goals as you see them for the E-Factory.
Yeah, so really the goal behind the E-Factory was to be a one-stop shop for people with ideas or people with businesses that were looking for help to help them grow. So our whole mission is to help create higher wage paying positions here in our community and to make our community stronger. And do that in a few different ways. So with students that are attending Missouri State University, we want to give them a real world experience. So they may be interested in starting a startup company, or they may have an idea for how to start a business, but a lot of times you don't have that real world experience, and so you don't know how hard it is to really start a business. So they get to work alongside our client companies when they're here in school. And then we also want to keep them in Springfield after they graduate.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Exactly, yeah. So you don't have to leave to go to another community. Prior to the E-Factory opening and prior to our accelerator, there was no accelerator program in Southwest Missouri. And so that was a way that we could help invest in companies, help get them started a little bit easier, mitigate some of those risks, get them connected, and stay in our community. And so we stay focused on things like jobs created, how many startups that we're able to assist, new startup companies, and that sort of thing.
Great. Now, I saw that Missouri State University's Mind's Eye magazine, which focuses on research efforts and so forth in the community, within the Missouri State community, has you guys on the cover now. And so talk a little bit about some examples of things that are going on that would be talked about in that magazine's issue.
Yeah, that was really neat to see. I actually just got a copy over the weekend. And so a few of our client companies are in there, some that are Missouri State graduates, some that are actually Missouri State professors as well. So one example is Charlie Rosenberry with Self Interactive, who is a MSU grad and really works in the augmented reality, virtual reality space, and has worked with some really large companies here in our community to really help supplement things that they need, whether it's from a training perspective to help train employees. So most recently, they developed a module with Cox Health to help their custodian staff really learn how to clean rooms, because that's something that's really important in the healthcare space to do a certain way to help decrease risk of infection, all kinds of different things. They've also been able to help a few other really large companies in our region in terms of helping train employees a little bit better. So that's really cool. Another company is Amy Blansett that started her own startup called Soli Jolie, who's a professor here at Missouri State.
What department is she in?
She, kinesiology, I think, is her area. And she also started the Fairbanks, which is really a hub to help, a neighborhood hub where the Fairbanks School used to be, and is doing a lot of really awesome programming over there to help change the face of what poverty looks like here in our community. Missouri State's a supporter of that as well. But separate from all that, she started a company called Soli Jolie, which is really a makeup clearing palette. So it's something that you can help clean your brushes on, which you may not have that problem of, but some of the ladies out there do.
I go natural.
Yeah, that's right. It just really helps clean the brush and really make sure you're not putting bacteria on your face, and we're able to actually do some research with her through JVIC to help prove that.
Great. Now let's talk a little bit about the future. Tell us in the time that we have left, sort of the future that you see for the E-Factory.
Yeah, so just a few weeks ago, we are really happy to announce that we got a grant from the U.S. Economic Development Administration to help us finish out the second floor of our building. So for those that don't know, we reside at 405 North Jefferson and the Robert W. Plaster Free Enterprise Center, which actually used to be a poultry processing plant, so manufacturing facility, was not a new build. We actually also have Jordan Creek that runs underneath our building, so all kinds of fun, quirky things. But we had some white box space on the second floor and are able to add some additional office spaces, conference rooms, event flex space, and then ultimately a rooftop as well as part of the Idea Commons expansion in our backyard.
Well, I hate to say it, but we are out of time, Rachel. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
And once again, this is Dave Cornelison for STEM Spots, signing off.
STEM Spots is available online at ksmu.org.